Good evening. Today we are going to be discussing setting in literature. The definition of setting is the location and time period in which a story takes place. There are different techniques used to develop the setting when an author creates a setting in a story. The ones that we're going to discuss today are time and historical period, geographic location, local colors, atmosphere, and specific physical features. The first technique is using a time or historical period to set up the setting. The three different types of times or historical periods that we often see are in the past, present, or future. The next technique that authors use is geographical location. Where is the story going to take place? Well, it can be in a real setting, a fictional setting. It could be in the USA, it could be in a foreign country. They could make the setting just be on land, on water, in space, etc. The next technique is called local colors, the use of details about customs and ways of life in a specific geographical region. For example, they could describe the clothing, the manners, or the traditions of that area. So I have a couple pictures here for an example. In this picture you see winter coats right next to bathing suits. An example of local colors would be in Arizona in the summertime. We are not accustomed to wear winter coats because we would die of heat exhaustion. Whereas in the winter in Ohio, if we were to wear a bathing suit, we would freeze to death. So those are some examples of local colors. The next is atmosphere, the feelings associated with a setting. Does the setting make you feel scared? Does it make you feel tense? Does it make you feel anxious? Is it gloomy? It can also be the temperature, the weather conditions such as fog, rain, etc. Here's an example of that, an atmosphere. If this atmosphere was created in a story for us, it would be kind of gloomy, right? Because there's fog and a little bit of haze. The last technique is specific physical features, What exactly is on the setting? Are there specific types of mountains, trees, buildings, lakes? Also, the ground cover. Is there grass, sand, desert, water? So for example, I have a couple pictures here for you. If someone was to place the Golden Gate Bridge in their setting, then we would know that the story was taking place in San Francisco. Also, if they discuss there were 4 men that were chiseled into the side of a mountaintop, we would know that they were talking about Mount Rushmore. Or we also have the Grand Canyon here. If they were to talk about somewhere in the desert in Arizona where there were these huge, large canyons, we would know they would be talking about the Grand Canyon. So, if you have any questions about setting, make sure that you write them down. Don't forget to take 2-column notes. You also need to make sure to summarize what you've learned today and ask a higher level thinking question that we will review in class tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening.